Okay, heading through the dangerous pass from White Pass, 4,500 elevation. I just decided to sleep in my car overnight here, and it was very I don't know, it could be it could have been very boring, but I had a lot of podcasts to listen to, like the Joe Rogan Experience and a debate about, do prosecutors have too much power, and they concluded that no, they don't. So that settles that debate. Entering Naches National Forest. Okay, so there's a landslide up here 35 miles down. I saw some pictures. Okay, you need to use chains. I saw some pictures of the damage. You just asked one of the road guys, and a car got hit by one of the rocks. There's the rock. There's the sign that says rocks. So yeah, it's a vertical face of rocks that can fall out. And I have brakes, right? Okay, I kind of have brakes. Alright, so this road did not open up until after 5, when it was getting dark. So I didn't really want to leave in the dark. I really wanted to be able to see everything. So once again, I'm driving for sightseeing as well as trying to get to places. So decided to sleep overnight. More rocks. See, that would scare me in the dark. I'd want to see where the problem is. I have an idea. Even though that guy that got hit was hit during the daytime, I believe. And it was very rainy last night. Just incredibly rainy. There's a lot of rocks on the face there. That was pretty wet. The ground is all wet and slushy. Okay, pretty much ride the brakes here for 7 miles. I guess, yeah, it's downhill from here. Oh. And I've never been through here. Okay, so there's some work going on here for snow plowing. 7 miles, it's going to be a steep decline. That's concerning. Wow, it looks like some sliding action on that mountain up ahead. Yeah, if I had known that this road was closed, I would have told that cop that that's what I was waiting on. Oh, it's a lake off to the left. Scenic view in a quarter mile. I don't know. It's kind of rainy for that. Kind of rainy. Well, I guess it's not that steep of a decline. I'm actually slowing down a little bit. Got to pick up the pace. Overlook. Clear Creek Falls Overlook. And then there was kind of an easy, there's bathrooms. There's an easy way to look over. It's so rainy though. I wonder how long they had the snow. Some guy made comments that it's gonna melt. Like if you, but the lady said she had like 6 inches, and he said, "Oh, that's not gonna melt for a while." So I don't think this rocks. Okay, I don't think this snow is very permanent. Yeah, there's a fence to catch some rocks. More fence. They're doing a lot of work to try to stop these rocks. Oh, oh, what's that? Snow? I couldn't tell if that was snow or rocks. You don't want to run over anything, because it could be rocks instead of snow. A vertical wall. They have nets up on this, way up high on this wall, just to make the rocks fall more vertically. A lot of waterfalls and more fence and net to stop the rocks from falling on the road. Got a snowplow. So why did that cop have to take my umbrella? What gave him the authority to say, no, I can't use my umbrella, and then he just grabs it and takes it? I think he was trying to pick a fight or something. I let go of my umbrella as soon as he grabbed it. I could have fought him, but he's got a gun. What am I gonna fight him for? And then he's like, let's all just calm down. I think he was overacting. Wow, that is some rock slide action. They got these rocks piled up in fences to catch falling debris. Alright, I feel the decline in my ears a little bit. There's a little bit of pressure. My dirty ears. Yeah, that's quite a waterfall. A waterfall and rockfall. Yeah, that's an interface of rocks. So I'm coming down this mountain. I'm not sure if I go up again or back. Yeah, I don't know if it's misty out still. I just left a heavily rainy area. Now it's misty. It's hard to say if the rain will settle down a little bit. I was at the top of that mountain, and yeah, you're gonna get the most rain. There does seem to be less snow, but still quite a bit of snow. Yeah, I guess that was a business I parked at, some kind of eatery place, and people live up there. You could ski. There's some skiing lanes at the White Pass. I didn't see any skiers, but it's all set up for skiing on the side of the road. It's all set up for recreation. There's nobody behind me. I don't see many cars that go through here. But yeah, this is a long drive. Yeah, this geography really tells a story about what's been happening, what's going on. just reading the geography. I like reading books. I couldn't read last night. I wanted to. I ended up just listening to those podcasts. I would have read if there was enough light, though. I was hoping the snow could reflect things better. I was wishing I had some blueberries to eat. All I needed to do was improve my night vision a little bit to read the books. That would have made the time go by a little bit better. I just sat in my car from 5 at night until now. I didn't even step out of the car because of the rain. And now it's after 8, maybe 9. Just sitting in the car. Almost 12, over 12 hours. Just sitting. I can spend a lot of time in a car. Everybody else was in such a hurry to get to wherever they needed to go. That looked like a rock that fell. Yeah, I bet a snowplow pushed it off to the side. Gotta pay attention. Yeah, it's like everybody left last night, except for me. I was a little excited. I was like, yeah, the road's open. And I was like, okay, let's do this. And then I was thinking, oh, what's the hurry? The library's closed, and I don't want to get in trouble with the cops. Sleeping anywhere. It looks like I could probably sleep on top of White Pass. Clear Lake Recreation Area. It looks like I could sleep on top of White Pass and get away with it. It's like an isolated area. And it looks like they expect issues to happen where people might have to sleep in their cars. And I'm all geared for it. It wasn't very cold. It rained. It never snowed. So, figure I'll just wait it out. I need time to explore around a new area to find the proper place to sleep. Like, I probably could have gotten away with sleeping at that other town better if I would have moved to the grocery store during the daytime. But once again, I get lazy, and then that catches up with me. I get comfortable with previous cities, and then the next one, it's some paranoid librarian at Packwood. Alright, what's this? Silver Beach Resort. So it's a beach, and you can swim there. Yeah, it looks kind of beachy there. It's covered in snow. The lake is covered in snow. I can't even see the lake. Whereas a lot of them, you can see the lake. Oh my god, 44 miles? Naches and 30? Naches is where I'm more interested in going. 30 miles. I can record that, I believe. Still a long way. Still got a lot of driving. My map. I don't know where my map is. Yeah, I was thinking Naches. Naches is... Where's my damn map? Okay, here it is. Alright. You can see a little bit of lake on the right. Yeah, so I'm taking a right on 12 again. I'm on 12. I just can't turn on the 410. Heritage marker. Hey, they usually tell a story on those. That'd have been neat. But it's raining a little bit. Whatever. Heritage marker. Something about the pioneers. Tell the history of pioneer activity. So it's interesting to me. I got to look back on it, but there was a great flood. You know, it not only occurred in the Bible, but it occurred in North America too. It was like Dark Ages for North America during Indian times, it seems, but that's only for European history. If you look at some of the tales and the lore from the Native American tribes that was finally written down, they had a great flood themselves. They have their own story to tell about that. And I recorded that. There's a sign in, I want to say La Jolla, La something, La Conner, that is the Indian reservation across the inlets from La Conner. And I recorded those Indian signs, and one of them talked about the great floods that occurred. The reason I'm bringing up the great floods is because of Joe Rogan podcast. Some scientists explored this area and talked about and found the evidence of huge, massive 50-foot high floods through the low grounds of this area, and you can see evidence of that. And that's from like the glaciers, when there was a huge melt-off that occurred from a comet that hit this meteorites that hit the ground. It's mile wide or something. Hit the ground and just changed the world. Just as it's always going to be a threat. Comets are always going to be a threat. It's interesting too how well, there's a great flood, and I need to get that information. I want to see if I have that video. I looked for it once before and couldn't find it. I really want to find that video. I mean, gosh, I hate losing videos. I really need that. I mean, I know I uploaded it. It was several videos I put together, and then I just put it up on my iPhone 4. But yeah, comets and meteors, they have a big impact on the world, on Earth. They were the tipping points for mammals. The scientists said that humans came from shrews. Shrews were just kind of small creatures that had to deal with the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs ruled the Earth. Then the meteor hit and changed everything, killed off the dinosaurs, and then the shrew evolved. I think probably global warming will help kill off mammals, the heat-producing animals. I can't handle this heat. It's going to kill me off quickly. 100-degree heat. There's some creatures that thrive in that. And if we're going to experience more global warming, then those creatures that can handle that heat will last longer than other creatures that can't. Wow, it's quite a vast view. Some eatery on the right. Whoa, beer can. Well, it's nice. It's great that there's alcoholics on the road. They look like a Budweiser. But yeah, there's a lot of evidence of flooding around Washington. You mentioned some park. I forget. A Coulee? The Coulee? I think I recall seeing that information, seeing it on the map. He's like, check out this Coulee Park or something, and then that'll show you evidence of the Great Flood. The Indians lived through it. How else will they come up with their tale about the Great Flood? If it happened 12,000 years ago, I mean, Indians were around at that time. So they handed down those old stories. But I want to look at the sign again and see the details of that story. See, like maybe if they tried to put a date to that, how many moons ago or whatever. Still a big lake on the right. "50 miles an hour, I'm going 45. It's got like, they pounded some kind of metal things into this rock face. There's like metal studs hanging out, a lot of pieces of rock. Is that a dam? Oh, is that a tunnel? Wow. Alright. I guess they don't light it up, but I guess they don't need to. Oh, that's quite a tunnel. They're like, they don't even bother trying to blast their way through everything there. Just make a hole. It's pretty solid rock. Solid in appearance. Okay, yeah, I got a half a tank of gas. See, they built up these rocks to stop the falling rocks. Oh, it's a bit of a drop. Craft beer sold here. Alright. Wildcats Road. See, I just don't understand that sheriff guy. He got all upset about my umbrella. He caught me a little bit. I wasn't lying, I was just denying the truth that I met him before. I just kept insisting that he wasn't familiar to me. But I did meet him before. His face wasn't recognizable. I never really looked at his face. No, he tried to catch me in saying that the bicycle that I found was better than the one that I got stolen. And I don't believe I said that, and he was trying to convince. He said he wrote it in the report that my bicycle was better. I think his cops like to have that discretion. They laugh at the poor people about situations. He probably wrote that I said it was better for comedy purposes. It's really bothersome when you get librarians like that. It scares me about other libraries. I'm a little surprised that Eatonville didn't bother me at all. I had that one guy who just kind of, at 4 a.m., stopped at my car and asked me if my car was broken down, and then he says, "piece of shit," when he was leaving. That was it. I stayed 2 nights after that. No known problems. No cops. The cops are... It's so strange. I've never gotten bothered. Well, no, I have once in McMinnville. But it seems like I rarely get bothered by the police when their police station's right next to the library. It's like they just don't expect any problems around the police station. But yeah, the sheriffs will get called out to me. Oh, what is this? It looks like information. Huh. Stuff to read there. House Creek Campground. As slow as I'm going, I still don't have anybody behind me. Might be 55, I'm going less than 50. I hope that the internet's fast, but I'm not too hopeful that it is. These past two libraries have been slow. I gotta give the upload time, gotta give the computer a lot of time to make that upload. Wow, I'd come up on this truck pretty fast. I bet he pulled in off to the side. I'd expect to have seen him off in the distance further. Yeah, his lights were out. Oh, now he's pulling over again. He's hitting all the rest stops. 55, wow. Now we got a truck behind me. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he's pulling over for people to pass by or what. Now I finally got a truck behind me. He'll probably want to pass me at some point. Slow vehicle turnout. Alright, well, I'm a slow vehicle. Let him hurry up, man. Get to where you're going. I'm probably putting myself more at risk going slower because the rock could have just a slightly more of a chance to hit me. If it was rolling at the perfect time. Willow's Campground, Wenatchee. Seems like I heard that name before. I don't think I heard it on the Joe Rogan podcast. Yeah, those scientists drove around the Northwest, looking at the features of the geography and reading it. One of the guys is like out camping outside a lot and exploring and getting in touch with nature. I'm not too keen on that. Getting in touch with nature thing. Unless if I could fish, then maybe. I don't have a fishing pole and I don't have a gun. If it was 100 years ago, those would be two mandatory standard things. Instead of cameras, I'd be keeping guns and ammunition and fishing poles and lures. I wouldn't bother recording anything. Like that cop that bothered me. If I had a gun instead of a camera, the situation would have probably turned out differently. But my only weapon is my camera, and it's not even really a weapon. It's just something I point and shoot at people and danger diversion, and just kind of let the entertainment play out. Because I hunt at food banks now for my fake chicken strips and whatever else I can find. That's quite a decline here. More decline. Declining. It's gentle at least. The road crew really look for the gentle stuff. What is that? Could I operate that myself? That's neat. It's a little bridge that you gotta wheel yourself over. Just kind of sitting there. Do not pass for a half mile. Entering Rimrock Retreat. Game Ridge. The big picture of an elk. It's like quite a few people live around here. Must be an interesting lifestyle. More little homes around. 60 miles an hour, wow. Okay, I just left a 45 mile an hour area and I just entered a 60. Not 55, 60. I guess we're in the clear. Alright, so Naches in 30, or 16. 16 miles for Naches. I don't think that I only get like 15 more minutes of this camera, I believe. Such a distance. I shouldn't be recording every minute. I don't need to record every second, but what the heck. I think it looks kind of neat on video when you accelerate the speed. Put it at 32 times and I just whip through the roads. It's something else. I'll have to break it up. I'd like to put all the video together. If it's a fast upload speed, I might put everything together. If it's slow, then I'll need to break it up. And just make that white pass the break up, because this is going to be a long video too. I now regret saving a couple other little videos. I have a 2-minute and a 30-minute. I should have gotten rid of those. Slow vehicle turnouts, but there's no vehicles behind me. Yeah, I woke up with a little bit of gallbladder pain this morning. That's what woke me up a little bit. Laying on my right side as best I could in the car seat, and my gallbladder was hurting. So it's really finicky. I need to keep up on that apple cider and more peppermint. 2 enjoyable drinks. Peppermint and apple cider, they're enjoyable. I'm just going to want to consume them a lot more. Not eat fat so much. That might have been part of the reason why I was feeling like I was having a heart attack. Consuming gorgonzola, because of the fat. It was affecting my gallbladder, which was affecting my heart. Because Parmesan cheese doesn't hurt my heart. I love Parmesan cheese, and I think it's low fat. Let's see here. Low fat. Well, yeah, anyway, it's got higher protein to fat at least. It's got some fat, but I think it says reduced fat or something, right? No? Aged over 10 months. That's incredible. It's gonna have a lower fat than gorgonzola. Parmesan cheese makes a lot of things taste good. I could probably buy frozen vegetables and eat it with Parmesan cheese, no problem. I was trying to eat frozen vegetables with yeast, with brewer's yeast and nutritional yeast. And maybe a little bit of that helps, but it doesn't really taste good. With Parmesan cheese, I ate those peas yesterday and I farted all day. Probably from the peas and other things. I was farting before I ate the peas, but I did eat peas the day before anyway. So I was farting a lot and eating peas and farting even more. But I was able to eat those peas that are tastier because of the Parmesan cheese.
Parmesan cheese makes a lot of things taste good for me. I'm concerned about the salt. But it doesn't seem serving size. You got 35 servings, and it's 3% each serving. So 3 times. If I ate the whole container, 3 times 45. If I ate the whole container, which I tend not to do, that's pretty good. It seems reasonable for sodium, and Parmesan cheese tastes so good. There's no fiber in it, so I don't want to go too crazy with it, but uh-oh, wow, he said 60 miles an hour on this? Feels a little dangerous at 60 on that turn. Naches. Naches is full of white people. That's a rock that looks like it'll fall, just hanging out there like a ledge. Naches is full of white people. 92%, but it's only like 400 people. So I got in the library, you know, for 400 people, the library's not going to be very good. Bear Canyon Trail with no bears, probably. Although there were some reports in Packwood, I think it was Packwood, there were reports of bear around Packwood. 60, they're serious, alright. It looks like I'm going 60. It feels like I'm going slower. Maybe I'm just getting too used to the drive. Okay, it's a bit of a downhill. So the library at Naches may not even be open. It may be just may have such limited hours that it's not even open. The internet's probably closed, it's off, it's probably need a password for it. I'm happy to be out of the Timberland Regional Library. What a way to exit the Timberland Regional Library system, is to get banned for no trespassing from this library under the Timberland Regional. That's fine. I don't like Timberland Regional, just for the internet alone. I know well, I don't exactly know what to expect. I kind of know what to expect. Some Timberland Regionals have fast internet, some have slow. They all close from 12 to 6. So they all discourage people from hanging out around the library at night. Just with the shutting off of the internet. Oh, I wonder if that librarian was paranoid because I knew she got a new laptop and she thought maybe I'd try to steal it or something. Wow, okay, there's less snow. I can actually see the ground again. And my God, it looks like desert. Oh my, this is dry. Okay, I expected to see more desert, and this is it. This is exiting the heavily lush, rainy area, and now I'm in more dry desert. And it just hits hard and fast. Very little snow, very little moisture. These are the areas that get super hot. They get over 100 degrees in the summertime. Unbearably hot, even in the shade. I just can't drink water fast enough. I don't know what else I could do. I gotta figure out a better way to keep cool in the summer. This stuff's gonna kill me. Being a homeless guy. I don't expect there to be any rock slides around here, but I believe that's where the rock slide hit.
was in this area, 30 miles down or so. Very desert looking. These are desert shrubs. Such a desert. Bare trees, barely any trees. Wow. Is that the truck that passed me up? Looks similar. Wow, that's quite an open face of rock. Imagine Indians used to live out in this. Used to hang out and just, they could handle it. Their bodies are more adapted to this. Straight up rock. They don't have any rock warning signs. This looks like some of the most dangerous. They got a fence up, and it doesn't look like it can really catch rocks very well. Okay, 41 minutes. Yeah, this is looking difficult. It's really warmed up all of a sudden. Oh, those trees are all bent over and dead. No, I'm interested in this heritage marker. I'm kind of interested. It's starting to rain though. Why is it gotta rain? It's supposed to be in rainless area. Historical marker. Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay, yeah, that was a historical marker. And you could like walk on a trail and stuff. Yeah, most people pass them up. I don't even know if, you know, I'd record it, but I don't even know if I can get this up. I don't know how the internet is around the Yakima area. I should probably just expect not to be able to download or upload much of anything. Expect slow internet, so just try to conserve. This video might not be going up for a long time. Even though technology seems to be improving with more areas, it's still, some areas will surprise you. The last area that had public fishing, the last area that had good internet was at Eatonville. They had fast internet. That was nice. Man, I should be at Naches. We gotta take a right on 12. I might wanna, yeah, I should have stopped at the historical marker. Damn. I should have stopped at it and then just transferred this information. I'm so pushy, I pushed the limits. Entering Yakima, okay. The Yakima Fire District. It looks like everything's all burnt down anyway. Yeah, you can have shrub. Alright. It's got a unique scent. Oh, look. It's a range. There's a sign that talks about the range. Yeah, I'm smelling those shrubs. They put out quite a smell. Oh, there's another park and ride. Naches River, okay. Alright, so yeah, it showed a T intersection here. Gosh, now I'm hurt. I gotta hurry up if I want to make it to the library in one fell swoop. Okay, you stop for the left. I don't need to stop for the right. Whoa, gotta shift quicker. Natches in 5. I might make it. That's the thing. It's so close with memory. 5 miles will put on another 5 minutes. And then I need a couple of minutes to actually get into the library. This is gonna probably cut out before I get to the library. 60 miles an hour. Warning, spillway ahead. Alright. Alright, so it's about it's about 50, I think it's about 50 minutes of video here. Really kind of close. It's really warmed up. I feel like it's more comfortable at least. But it's still quite rainy. Not as rainy as on the other side of the mountains. Okay, Natchez Wonderland, sure. Alright, I need to take a left on the South Natchez Road, which is pretty much the only road that turns into Natchez. At the very least, I'll have a spot to stop and transfer the information to my laptop. My laptop has some battery life left in it still. I'm thinking I want to stop at a Walmart and get one of those car chargers so I can really start charging up, or start having some battery with me, and just carry it into the library in a backpack and charge up. Really start taking battery life. There's some pretty bad. There's some libraries that have bad hours, and yeah. Esther and Ron Baugus, B-A-U-G-E-S-S. There's a little sign that told their story. And I'm taking South Natchez Road. That guy might be recording too. And has limited space. Yeah, the rain's picking up, but it doesn't look like it rains much out here. Some kind of tree farm. It's a big farming area. A lot of circled areas I want to look at. I had my curiosity. As for farming, they got like farming circles. I wonder if South Natchez will be like, will like sneak up on me or something. I didn't have any breakfast this morning. But I'm not entirely hungry. All those peas I had yesterday really filled me up. And I didn't want to eat last night because I didn't want to have the threat of pooping when the business was closed, no bathrooms available. I had to poop out in the rain. So there's a lot of trees. Not sure what kinds. Okay, there could be an intersection up here. It looks kind of intersection-y like. Oh my god, what is that? North Natchez. So I could have taken a North Natchez turn. Okay, I think I recall seeing that on the map. That snuck up on me, so South Natchez will sneak up on me too. There's no cars behind me, so I don't need to really hit it hard and fast. A way station. Alright, that was North Natchez. Looks like a slowdown in speed. 35, wow. That's quite a slowdown. Alright, South Natchez. Where is South Natchez? So I want to take a left on the South Natchez. Okay, I'm in Natchez. And it could be that stoplight up ahead. It could be a stoplight. I wonder if I break up this video. I might need to break up the drive even. Yeah, this video might be too long for a slow internet. I could split it in half in Windows Media and then have two separate videos. That'd be a lot of work. I'm guessing this is probably going to be South Natchez, and if it's not, okay, it is. All right. Yeah, so it is, and it makes sense. So now there's some weird Monument. Okay, I go past Second. I go past Third. But it looked like I could go. Oh, I remember seeing that. There's a curve. Welcome to Naches. Snatches. South Naches. Yeah, how welcome are we though? Some are more welcome. Some cities and towns are more welcome than others. Welcoming. So this should be Third up here and the library on the right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it says it's a library right there. Oh my God, it says it's for lease. It's closed down. Or at least this building is closed down. Maybe it's the next building over. Okay.